Hello, I'm Tommy Gun, and I want to tell you today about my CoinParty Hackathon project, a virtual coin slot for the video game Rust. In Rust, I run a heavily modded server. Rust is a first-person shooter. My modded server implements a completely new game mode where 3 teams of 8 fight for control of a centralized area. Um, This coin slot would allow players to approach an in-game item, use that item, and then on their screen would appear a QR code. They would then pull out their mobile device, scan the code, and pay however much Bitcoin Cash they would like. And in return, they would receive some um, in-game currency. The idea is they would then spend that in-game currency on cosmetic items. Um, Already through my game project, players will earn this meta currency uh, for participating in games. And they can already spend that meta currency on cosmetic items. So this would provide them a way to purchase that meta currency directly. And it's a particularly attractive way to provide a merchant because it keeps players in the game. It's instant. It'll be immediate because I won't have to wait for confirmations on the blockchain. Um, it's for me, it's going to be a little bit more valuable than implementing some kind of a website and PayPal interface, for example, because there won't be any fees associated with it apart from conducting the actual Bitcoin Cash transactions. Um, and it's going to be really easy to support a global audience through this cryptocurrency rather than having to support potentially a wide array of different payment processing platforms to be able to get everyone in the world. So I'm really excited to have an option that is exactly like the name suggests. It's digital cash. It's easy, it's quick, it's simple. Um, I don't want to have to deal with a third party interfering in a transaction. Uh, uh, I'd be particularly concerned about chargebacks through Visa or disputes through PayPal. But with Bitcoin Cash, those aren't really concerns. The tools I'll be using to integrate this project into my game server, I'm going to be using 2 different libraries. The first one is NBitcoin, which is going to help me create my own private keys as well as create the derived addresses from that private key. The idea is I'm going to have one Bitcoin Cash address for every transaction that I'm trying to generate for the players. I'm going to use some QR code generation site. I haven't yet chosen one. And I'm also using the Fountain Cash BCHD node to do the actual blockchain transactions. The biggest challenges so far have been mostly related to understanding Bitcoin Cash in the first place, understanding what's possible and what the specifics are. I've never developed on blockchain technology before, so everything here has been new to me. I think it was particularly challenging to get answers to basic questions through Google. Like just yesterday, I was Googling what the heck a derivation path was, and it took me a good 20 to 30 minutes before I actually found a really good article explaining what it is. But even then, it wasn't quite sufficient because it's one thing to just explain the definition of something, it's another entirely to show you how you might use that in practice. Um, and there's been many cases where there just hasn't been a simple or sufficient enough answer for a lot of these things. Um, it was it was also a little bit difficult to find the right libraries for what I'm trying to do. For example, Googling immediately for Bitcoin Cash C# library didn't even bring up NBitcoin, the C# library that I end up that I'm going to go with. Instead, I got results that didn't pan out for one reason or another, potentially due to unfinished projects or untested technology. But I'm also really excited for this Sunday because I'm running a Bitcoin Cash tournament for the players on my server. It's registration only. Players have to register through a Google Forms, and they have to have a Bitcoin Cash address to be able to register. I've been directing players to the Bitcoin.com mobile wallets. On Sunday, I'm giving away over $100 in prizes to the players, and the money for the tournament is coming from a successful flip starter actually that I ran a couple of months ago. And the point of running this tournament is to increase adoption. So everybody who participates in the tournament is going to get at least a little bit of Bitcoin Cash. And then not only to give them a wallet with some cash in it, but to then also give them a way to spend it immediately right there in the game through this virtual coin slot. So the idea is these players, they would get some tournament winnings and then be able to turn their BCH into this virtual currency to then spend on cosmetic items. The tournament is going to be cast on Twitch by two of my friends. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, so I invite you guys to check that out. It takes place 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. Eastern, and I think it's 7 p.m. BST. So go ahead and check that out at Twitch TV or twitch.com/Mr. Squid Twitch. That's the guy that's casting it. It should be a lot of fun, and I look forward to the rest of the hackathon.